Auntie King is here to read with you every day. Something new. Grab a book, turn a page. Reading is fun at any age. Come on and read with Auntie Kenya. Hi, nieces and nephews. It's your favorite auntie, Auntie Kenya. Thank you for joining me to read another amazing story. Are you ready to start reading? Because I know that I am. Okay, let's go. Little Red's Neighborhood, written by Charles Perrault, retold by Auntie Kenya's Storytime. There was a little girl named Winifred. She was given the nickname Little Red by her neighbors. She lived with her mother and father. Her grandmother lived on the other side of town. Everyone, especially her grandmother, loved Little Red. One morning, Little Red's mother said, "I need you to run an errand today. Go visit your grandmother. She has been sick. I made some goodies for her, soup and bread, plus bought some cough medicine, ginger ale, and fruits. Put the items in your backpack and deliver them to her. Go the way that I taught you and don't make any detours." Little Red set out to deliver grandmother's goodies. It was a bright and sunny morning. Little Red heard music coming from the opposite direction and decided to go see what was going on. She ended up at the city outdoor market. Little Red was so happy she stopped at the market to buy flowers for grandmother. Little Red wandered further from her path. She stopped to check her phone when a low, rumbling voice said, "Good morning, Little Red." She looked up and saw a well-dressed wolf. Little Red did not know what a mean creature the wolf was. He seemed nice and she was not afraid. "What do you have in your backpack, Little Red?" "Soup and bread, Mr. Wolf." "Where are you going with them, Little Red?" "I'm going to my grandmother's house. She is sick, Mr. Wolf." "Where does your grandmother live, Little Red?" "The newest house on the block. It's along the path, past the park and school, just before the lake." Mr. Wolf said, "Just fine. Have the best day," and continued on his way. Little Red explored the city market area more. At last, Mr. Wolf reached grandmother's house and rang the doorbell. "Hello? Who is there? Who is it?" called grandmother. "Little Red," said the wicked wolf. Grandmother entered the code for the door and said, "Come on in, Little Red." The wolf walked in and found grandmother sitting in a chair. He lunged at her, but she jumped out of the chair and ran and hid. Not long after, Little Red knocked on the door and walked in. "It's Little Red, grandmother." "Good morning, grandmother. I've brought you soup, bread, cough medicine, ginger ale, and some flowers from the market." As Little Red came closer to the bed, she said, "Grandmother, what big ears you have!" "All the better to hear you with, my dear." "Grandmother, what big eyes you have!" "All the better to see you with, my dear." "But grandmother, what a big nose you have!" "All the better to smell you with, my dear." "But grandmother, what a big mouth you have!" "All the better to eat you with, my dear," the wolf said as he sprang at Little Red. Little Red screamed and ran away from the wolf. He chased her around the house. At that same moment, Little Red's father stopped by to check on Grandmother too. He heard loud screams and ran into the house. Little Red's father pushed the wolf into a corner and called for help. The police arrived and the wolf was carried away. Everyone was happy. Grandmother came out of her hiding spot. Little Red's father drove them back home, and they all lived happily ever after. The end. Nieces and nephews, thank you for reading with me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, bye!